An average American's voice on today's election rhetoric. Welcome back to A.A.A.V.O.T.E.R, an average American's voice on today's election rhetoric. On November 10th, we will have the GOP debate, and on November 14th, we will have the Democrat debate. Therefore, we have time to have our voices heard, hopefully before the debate. So please join me in giving our opinion and our thoughts on the GOP and the Democrats debate, what their issues are, what they don't talk about, what they do talk about, exactly how we feel about what is being said at these debates. I personally only watched the GOP debate because it is comical. It is hilarious. So that is the only reason. Very entertaining, and the bickering they do, it's like high school, junior high school, elementary school, all three roll into one. It's not a debate. It's like little kids arguing and fighting over a toy. So presidential debate should be presidential. I always thought a debate was debating the issues, telling us what you're going to do, how you're going to do it, and how you plan to implement it. Because it's not just the president's role that is played in solving problems. You have the Senate and you have the House. If you don't have them working for you, you can't get anything done. So I want to know, as an average American, when you're up on stage debating, I want to know how you're going to implement it, how you're going to set your plan in motion. Not just telling me, oh, I'm a get jobs. Okay, how are you going to see about getting jobs? What are you planning to do to put jobs in place for the average American person? When they're on the stage debating and the question is presented, I noticed that instead of answering the questions, some of them go around the question. Instead of saying, okay, how are you going to get those jobs? Well, let me get back to this question I want to answer. No, answer the question that is being presented to you. I want to know the full answer. And my thing is, the moderators, they don't force them to do that. They don't force the presidential candidates to fully answer the questions. They let them get away with just answering a partial question. And it's not really answering the question. So we need to start letting our voices be heard and tell them exactly what it is. Let's put out the questions for them. Because most of the questions, they're set up in a certain way that you don't really get a straight answer. Let us, as an average American, let us present some questions that we would like to know the answers to. Send me your questions. I'll post them all. Maybe they'll pick them up. But the questions they present to them half the time, they're not really good questions. And then they want to talk about each other. They want to say how this person is this, name calling. To me, that's not presidential. A president has to represent the entire United States. Let me use that word, entire United States. They have to set an example. They have to be presidential. A president don't go around name calling people, calling every person that has made, that's working with them, dumb, ignorant, stupid. That's not presidential. You put these people in place to do a job. You don't talk about them and put them down. You don't do that. People don't succeed or give their all when they're working for somebody who thinks they're nothing, that they're terrible people. I have 5 grandkids, and if I constantly was to tear them down, what kind of person do you think that would make them? Because, this is me, and this is just me in my opinion. I feel that if you have a person that is constantly putting people down, somewhere in their life, that is what people did to them. That's the pattern they learned. So when you look at a person and the way that person acts, that's something they were taught as a child. That it's okay to do this, it's okay to talk this way, it's okay to behave this way. Maybe their parents used to talk to them that way. But in order for you to make a better man or a better woman, you don't put them down. You praise them when they do right. You praise them and you put them up. So, do we really want a president that's going to be bickering and talking about people and talking about how dumb they are and then talking about other countries are better than our country? No. I don't know about you. I want a president that's going to stand up, talk about our country as a great country, not as no weak country, not as a country that is uh, less fortunate or less than any other country. I want a president that's going to be able to stand up for us and talk for us and represent us in a presidential way. So therefore, at the GOP debates, we need to find out and ask one of the questions, um, as a president, do you think it's okay to bash the United States and call us weak? So at this, I'm going to talk about the GOP debate since that's the first one coming up right now. And the Democrat debate will, could piggyback off of this. But mine is the GOP debate because, again, I find it very comical as opposed to um, giving, being something serious. And I'm not taking the candidates serious due to the fact that all they do is talk about each other and put each other down, and then when their time is up, they don't want to stop talking. As a president, you have to be able to control yourself. You have to be able to give other people a chance to talk, not overtalk them. You have to learn how to be presidential. And neither one of those candidates look president. I'm not going to say neither one of them because my favorite GOP candidate is Kasich. I'm sorry for pronouncing his name wrong. But they're not even looking at him. I think out of all of them, he is the better candidate. But hey, that's just my opinion. I don't know what the GOP is looking for. But if I was a Republican, he would be the man that I would be behind because he's very presidential. Because as an average American, I look at the man, how he carries himself, and woman, how they carry themselves, how they carry themselves in public, how they carry themselves um, outside of public. That you look at their background and things, and that's what I see. And I read some things about Kasich, and I really like that. I really like what he had to say. So I think he would make a better presidential candidate, but he's way down in the polls. Getting back on topic, what I want to do is ask you, as an average American, what are you looking for out of the candidates? What issues would you like to present to them or hear them talk about at these current debates? What are your thoughts? Because the questions that are presented most of the time, they're not even questions I'm concerned with. So, as an average American, what do you want to hear at these debates? What do you want the presidential candidates to answer to? So, send me some questions. Um, let's hear it through your comments. What questions and issues that are important to you? My issues are jobs, um, the educational college loans. I would like to hear information on that, what they can do for that. Um, immigration, that's a big topic. I would like to hear about immigration, their take on immigration. When you debate, it's usually you have one candidate that's not for this, another candidate that's not for that. Then you debate the issue. So I don't get the way they handle these debates. I don't know. But then again, I am an average American. Who am I? According to some friends, I'm no one. I don't mean anything to them. I don't have the dollars to be sending them. So I guess my thoughts don't mean anything. So again, um, also on taxes, I would like to hear issues on taxes. Okay, this segment is coming to an end. So again, I want the average American to send me your comments. Tell me what questions you would like to hear from the candidates, the presidential candidates, during their debates. What is your main concern coming forward? And two, do you think the debates or any other candidates acting presidential when they are on that debate stage? What candidate sticks out to you most in the debate? Especially the Republicans. I would like you, average American Republicans, to comment on your favorite candidate. What candidate stands out? Tell me why that candidate stands out to you. What makes you think that candidate will make a great president? So I'm looking forward to hearing from you and your thoughts. Thank you and have a great day.